Welcome to Joyful Adventure Audits. In this video we're exploring the UK's oldest working cinema, the Electric Cinema here on Station Street in central Birmingham. First opened on December 27, 1909, this historic cinema has been showing films for over 110 years. Originally designed by renowned theatre architect Bertie Crewe, the Electric opened under the Electric Theatres Company during the early days of cinema. It underwent several name changes over the decades like the Select Cinema, Tatler News Theatre, and JC Cartoon Cinema as films evolved from silent to talkies to color. In the 1970s it became part of the Classic Cinema chain, even expanding to 2 screens at that time. Ownership continued changing hands in the 80s and 90s when it was known as the Tivoli and eventually back to the Electric Cinema when it returned to independent operation in 1993. Financial struggles saw the Electric close in 2003 after nearly a century of film exhibition. Thankfully, historic preservation orders prevented it from being demolished or converted. And in 2004, new owners restored the Electric to its former glory, equipping it with modern technology while retaining vintage design details. So the story comes full circle as the Electric Cinema reopened in the 2000s, the nearby multiplex UGC Arcadian actually closed instead. The Electric kept screening classic films until March 2020 when the pandemic forced its temporary closure once more. Sadly, in 2021, expiring leases meant the end of the road for the iconic cinema. But the happy twist is it has reopened again under new owner Kevin Markwick in January 2022 to thrill new audiences with its century of cinema history.
And that wraps up the long and storied history of Birmingham's Electric Cinema, the UK's oldest still operating picture house. Having endured over 110 years of changing technology and audience tastes, it's great news that this heritage venue has reopened to entertain new generations under committed new ownership. If you enjoyed this glimpse into Birmingham's cinema history, remember to check out my other videos on lost local theatres like the ABC Sparkbrook, Tyseley Cinema, or the Robin Hood in Hall Green. I also traced the city's vanished pubs and breweries in my Lost Pubs of BM series, so many links between cinema and pub going over the decades. I'd love to hear your memories of the Electric or any classic Birmingham cinemas in the comments. What was your favourite old cinema? Did you have a regular haunt to catch the latest flicks? Please like, share these videos widely, and subscribe to Joyful Adventure Audits on YouTube. Your support helps us preserve more hidden history before these vintage venues disappear for good. Let me know your feedback on this cinema series or ideas for other locations to cover. Thanks for joining me on this nostalgia trip. Now let's roll the credits and pop some kernels. Stay safe and see you next time.